U.S. weekly jobless claims total 6.6 million.
6.6 million Americans won't be able to pay their bills this month. Hi, my name is Josh and welcome to another video. If you're looking for ways to save, make money, and enjoy life on a budget, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell, and that way you don't miss anything. Over the last few weeks, our world has been turned upside down. Between March the 1st and April the 1st, life as we know it went from normal to crazy. I'm talking about cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. We all are living through history, and I hope that you're taking care of your health, your family's health, and your finances. 6.6 million Americans applied for unemployment. That's just in 1 week alone. This is needless to say that many Americans, along with a lot of people out there in the global community, are now trying to find ways to make their ends meet. Most people's income was literally lost overnight, and it's sad to say that most of them were 1 or 2 paychecks away from being broke. Now out there's a lot of people that's living with that reality. Whether you're watching this video during this pandemic, or even if you're watching this video in the future, given the current situation, needless to say, more than ever, that it's time for us to start focusing on cutting our expenses, adjusting our budgets, and adding more to our emergency funds. It's important that you have a solid budget, a savings, and a spending plan in place just in case if there's a hiccup in the economy, or your position at work is being cut, or just for safety. No matter who you are or how much money that you make, it's time for you to start getting on a budget and take the steps necessary in order to keep you out of financial hardship. The first thing that you want to do is don't panic. Panicking won't prevent you from getting sick, nor will it protect your wallet neither. We all know what's happening in the world right now is scary. You have to stop focusing on the news and the numbers that's coming in. It's only going to give you greater anxiety, pushing you into a mental breakdown. And this applies with your money too. You can sit there and watch it happen. You can complain about it, or you can sit down and make a plan that will allow you to navigate through it. First, you have to remember that family is going to come first. Make sure that you have your priorities in order. Budget for those essentials like food, housing, and utilities first and foremost. You want to make sure that your family has food in their bellies. And next, you want to keep the lights on. You want to keep the water running. And you want to make sure that you are keeping a roof over your head. No one, listen to me, no one will get paid until your essential necessities are taken care of. I'm talking about Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase Freedom, Discover Card, all of those people. All of those will have to wait until your basic necessities are taken care of, after which you calculate the rest of your expenses. We call that a budget. A budget is a plan. It's like a roadmap. If you were going on a trip, you would want to know where you're going, why you're going, how long you're going to be gone, and the route that you're going to take to reach your destination. And with your finances, it's the same way. You want to lay out a plan in order to reach the destination that you want and to accomplish those goals that you have set. After completing your budget, then you want to cut back on your remaining expenses. Stop the bleeding by scapegoating your finances and get rid of all of those things that you don't use or don't need. Take a good look at your budget, then take a hard look at the things that you can go without on the short term. We're talking about cable bill, your gym membership, your newspaper subscriptions, your magazine subscriptions, those iHeartRadio subscriptions. Cutting a little here, a little there, you will have a greater savings. Even line maintenance. Now you want to use the money that you're saving by cutting those expenses to help build your emergency fund. An emergency fund may be the most important difference between those who manage to stay afloat and those who drown in stress and frustrations of debt during this economic downturn. Having an emergency fund will give you the peace of mind knowing that you will be able to cover those basic essentials. Just think how much more secure that you would feel during this time if you had a few extra $1,000 in the bank. A big mistake that people make is assuming that their creditors know what they're going through during these hard times. I've always been taught that when you assume that you're making a out of yourself, or they just are so afraid to give their creditors a call. If you can't pay a few of your bills, that's not the end of the world. You are not alone, and it's not your fault. Communicate with all of those companies in which you owe money and explain to them your situation. Often, and particularly in a worldwide crisis such as this, they are willing to help you in working out a plan that works for you. Many companies understand that your inability to pay your bills at this time is not a personal failure. Just reach out to them. Most companies have plans in place to help people during this time. Most of them will actually defer your payments for a few months. But the thing is, first, you have to communicate. You have to reach out to them. Pick up the phone after this video if you're going through and just tell them what you're going through. Invest in your greatest resource, which is you. One of the biggest lessons that we learned from the previous recessions is that once the economy recovers, some jobs return, but there are some jobs that do not. The reason why some types of jobs are eliminated from the employee market is because most companies during recessions start looking and investing in technologies and automation to carry on their business without human need. This recession will not be any different, and many jobs will return, but there will be jobs who will not return once things normalize. So I am encouraging you to invest in training and upgrading your skills during this time whenever you are at home. There are a lot of free trainings available for you to build your skill, upgrade your skills, and develop economic resilience so you don't stay unemployed once the economy recovers. So the best investment to make is an investment in yourself. So what are some of the ways that you have managed to stay afloat during an economic downturn? Share your responses in the comment section below in hopes that it will serve as an encouragement and an inspiration to others that may be going through a rough patch right now. So if you're looking for ways to save, make money, and enjoy life on a budget, start now by clicking right here to subscribe to this channel. And also I'm going to leave some videos right here for your enjoyment. Remember that being frugal is not about being cheap, it's about being resourceful. Have a great day.